Hello friends, I, Dhairya Bhatia, welcome you to my YouTube channel Maths DNA from origin to infinity. In this video, we are going to discuss 10 questions on the topic of percentage from quantitative aptitude that are very much important, and we will be providing you detailed solution of each and every question. But before that, let me request you to pause the video when you see the question and firstly try that question by yourself, because if you are able to solve it, it's clearly good, and if you are not able to solve it, move on to the video and then see the solution of that question. Let us begin, and also comment down the next topic that you would like to see in our videos. As this topic is percentage, comment down the next topic that you want to see for the practice of quantitative aptitude. Now, the first question: if a certain product is sold at a profit of 20%, then the selling price is what percent of the cost price? The options are given to us as A 120%, B 125%, C 110%, and D 105%. We are beginning with the simple ones. Now, as it is given to us that the selling price is 20% more, that is profit of the cost price. So let us assume that the cost price is C. Then the selling price will be 1.2C, which is clearly 120% of C. You can easily solve that. That is 1.2 upon 1 into 100. That is 120%. And thus the correct answer is option A. Now, increasing the difficulty of the questions, moving on to the second one. The second is, if the price of a product increases by 25% and then decreased by 20%, what is the net percentage change in the price? I repeat the question. If the price of a product increases by 20% and then decreases by 25 and then 20, what is the percentage change in the price? The options are A 5%, B increase, B 5% decrease, C 4% decrease, and D no change. See, we are going to solve this question, but before that, let me give you a small hint how to do this type of questions. If the cost price is not given, always consider it to be 100. Now here, if we consider it to be 100, then increase of 25% will make it 125, and then decrease of 125 to 20% will again make it 100. Let us see it ahead. First of all, we take the cost price again to be P, then 25% increase, so it will be 1.25P, and then it is 20% decrease, so it will be 0.8 of 1.25P. 0.8 because the price is decreased by 20%, so the price will be 80%, so that is 0.8 into the original price, that is 1.25 of P, and that will be again the original price P. Hence there is no percentage change in the price, so it is 0%, and hence the correct answer is option D, no change. See, these types of questions are very much asked in each and every examinations from quantitative aptitude, and students fumble over here because they take that as the price is increased by 25% and then decreased by 20%, the difference is 5%. No, that is not the case. First, when it is increasing by 25, it is increasing on 100. But then when it is decreased by 20, it is decreased on 125, not on 100. Be very careful over there. Moving on to the third one. If 20% of a number is 60, what is the number? This was a clear and crystal clear question. The options are A 240, B 300, C 320, and D 360. You can easily solve this, but still let me give you a solution for this. Now let the number be x, and it says that 20% of x, that is 0.2 of x, is 60. So x will be 60 upon 0.2, and that will be 300. You can easily simplify it, which is option B. Now moving on to the fourth one. If the mark price of an item is 25% higher than the cost price, by how much percent is the selling price higher then the cost price if a discount of 20% is offered on the mark price. The question is quite big, but if you understand it properly, you can easily solve it. If the mark price of an item is 25% higher than the cost price, as we did in the second question, it is 25% higher. By how much percent is the selling price higher than the cost price if a discount of 20% is offered? Now, the selling price will be 20% discount on the mark price. Let us solve this, and the options are given to us as 2%, 3%, 4%, and no change again. So let us solve this. First of all, let us consider the cost price to be C. Then the mark price will be 1.25 C, 25% higher. And as there is 20% discount on the mark price, the selling price will be again 0.8 of 1.25 C. That will be again cost price C. Hence the selling price and the cost price are equal, and thus there is no change in the percentage. Thus the correct answer is option D. See, it is similar to the second question, but the language they are asking is different. So whenever you are appearing in the question exam, be very careful about the language of the question. See, the question cannot vary as much. What they can change is just the language, how they ask the question to you. So be very careful when reading the question, and first of all, make an habit to read almost each and every question and understand them clearly. Once you are able to understand the question, you can easily simplify it without any problem. Moving on to the fifth question. If a student scores 65 marks out of 80 in a test, what percentage of marks did he obtain? A simple one. You can easily solve this without even using a pen and paper. The options are A 80.25, B 81.25, C 82.5, and D 83.5. Let me give the solution also. We know that to find a percentage, we divide the obtained marks by the maximum marks and then multiply it by 100, a standard basic formula to find percentage for any of the questions. Here, the student scored 65, my mistake, and divided by 80, so that will be 81.25, option B. Moving on to the next one. A discount of 20% on the mark price of an item gives a selling price of rupees 800. What was the mark price? Read the question again. You can solve this question even without looking at the options. A discount of 20%. You are offered a 20% discount on the mark price, and the selling price is now 800 rupees. So what will be the mark price? The options are 1000, 960, 840, and 800. See, 800 cannot be possible, and decreasing 20% from 1000 will be clearly 800. So without also seeing to the options, you can sometimes simplify the questions. Let me give you a solution for this also. Now let the mark price be M over here, and after 20% discount, that is 0.8 of mark price is 800. So M will be 800 upon 0.8, that is clearly 1000. Option A. Moving on to the next one, the seventh question. If the cost price of an article is 80% of the selling price, repeat the question. If the cost price CP of an article is 80% of the selling price, CP is 0.8 of SP, what is the profit percentage? And the options are A 20, B 25, C 30, and D 35. We need to solve this question a bit. Let us move on to the solutions. Let the selling price be 8, and it says that the cost price is 80% of the selling price. So cost price will be 0.8. Now the difference over here, the profit is 0.2. That is S minus 0.8 is, that is 0.2. Now we have to find the percentage. So which is 0.2 upon 0.8. Always remember, you always find the profit or loss on the cost price. So 0.2 upon, it will be 0.8. 0.2 upon 0.8. Students make a mistake over here. They consider it again on the selling price S, that is 0.2 upon 1, and then they get answer 20%, which is wrong. You always consider it on the cost price, that is 0.8. So 0.2 divided by 0.8, that is 1 by 4, and into 100, that will be 25% of the cost price, and therefore the correct answer is option B, 25%. Moving on to the next one. If the price of a product is increased by 10% and then decreased by 10%, what is the net percentage change in the price? Students again make a mistake over here. They see that is increased by 10 and decreased by 10. So they consider it to be no change. That's not the case. As we discussed in the second and the fourth question, you can consider the price to be 100. If it is increased by 10, it is 110, and then decreased by 10, that is 11 rupees is decreased, so it will be 99, and there will be 1% decrease. Let us solve it. The options are no change, 1% decrease, 1% decrease, and 2% decrease. Simple one. All you need to do is just take the original price to be P. After 10% increase, it will be 1.1p, and after 10% decrease, that is 0.9 into 1.1p, that is 0.99p, and therefore the net change will be 1 minus 0.99, that is 0.01, and converting it to percentage will be 1% decrease, and hence the correct answer is option C. Moving on to the next one. A student scored 480 marks out of 600 in an examination. What percentage of marks did the student obtain? You can directly answer this without even looking at the options. That will be 80%, 85, 90, or D, 95. Clearly the answer will be 80% because 8 6 are 48, and then converting it to percentage, that will be 80%. But still, let us solve this once. Again, using the standard formula, we divide the obtained marks by the maximum marks and then multiply it by 100. 480 upon 600 into 100, that will be 80%. Option A. Now moving on to the last question of this video. If the length of a rectangle is increased by 20% and the width is decreased by 20%, what is the net percentage change in the area of the rectangle? If the length is increased by 20 and the width is decreased by 20, what is the net percentage change? Option A, no change. Option B, 2% increase. Option C, 2% decrease. Or option D, 4% decrease. First of all, you need to know the formula of the area of the rectangle. See, whenever you are dealing with quantitative aptitude, you need to be aware of each and every topic's basics, because they can combine some topics and then ask a question. So you can't say over there that I don't know how to find the area of rectangle. No, you need to know how to find the area of rectangle, circle, square, and the formulas of each and every of them. Here clearly the length was first increased by 20% and the width was decreased by 20%. So let us take the original length to be L and the original width to be W. After increase, it will be 1.2L, and after decrease of 20%, width will be 0.8 W. Now the area of rectangle will be 1.2L into 0.8, that is 0.96 L into W. Well, L and W are the original length and the width. So clearly we can see a 4% decrease compared to the original area LW. Thus the correct answer is option D, 4% decrease. Thank you very much. I again repeat, comment down the next topics you would like to see in our videos. We will make more videos of quantitative aptitude following that. Thank you.